Hey everyone, my name's Mark Fong and I'm an attorney in the Bay Area, but I'm also a Westlaw account manager. And I usually am out at your schools showing the students how to become better legal researchers using Westlaw. Today I'm going to talk about something a little different. And I'm excited to talk about this topic because it's transforming the landscape of legal education. And that's the benefits of artificial intelligence or AI. And specifically for this particular talk, I'm going to be focusing on generative AI. Okay, it's not just a buzzword. AI is a tool. It's a tool that practicing attorneys are now using. And it's also going to revolutionize how we teach and learn the law. And I wanted to have a discussion about that today. So let's dive into how AI is reshaping the future of legal education. So I need to tell you that I am not an AI professional, but like most of you, I've been following the development of AI since ChatGPT was released because it's becoming more and more apparent that the legal industry is using and adopting AI for its usefulness. That means that law schools also are going to be impacted by this tool. So here's a quick breakdown of what we're going to review in the next 15 or so minutes. Law schools are approaching AI with an understandable wariness, but inconsistently across the board. My goal today is to show you how AI can be an incredible boon, not just for the legal industry, but for also the classroom. So before I start, I should mention that AI in some form or another is in almost every legal research tool out there. But for the purposes of this talk, I'll be primarily talking about generative AI. That is to say, AI that has the ability to create text or images from a large language model. Generative AI causes us concern because we're afraid students will take advantage of the tool and not actually do the work they'll need to learn. As educators, I know you want your students to learn so that they not only pass the bar, but so that they are better practicing attorneys. And that's the question we need to ask for the classroom. Do we want to teach the students to only think like attorneys, or do we want to give them exposure to how to practice like attorneys? Let's face it, AI is out there in one form or the other, and the legal industry is adopting it. The concern is real. We do want students to learn, and I think rather than strategizing how to prevent AI from entering the classroom, we should be looking to see how we can teach the students how to properly use AI so they don't end up like a certain New York City attorney we're all familiar with. As an attorney, I'll tell you from personal experience that AI is definitely helpful. And I think with proper guidance, your students can make the best out of AI. AI is here, and I think you as professors are in the best position to not only introduce them to AI in the classroom, but also give them practical guidance to help them in practice. So let's talk about some of the benefits of AI. I think we can all agree on our concerns about AI in the classroom. But let's take a look at some reasons why we should be excited for AI in the classroom. Increased efficiency. AI can automate many of the mundane and repetitive tasks that law students currently spend time on, such as legal research and document review. This frees up the student to focus on more complex and creative tasks. Imagine having the ability to search through vast legal database in seconds, finding relevant cases and statutes with unparalleled efficiency. AI-powered tools can do that. They can assist students in researching complex legal topics, analyzing case law, and identifying precedents. This is going to save them time so that they can actually create and structure arguments for their own purposes. Personalized learning. AI can be used to create personalized learning experiences for each student based on their individual strengths and weaknesses. This can help students learn more effectively and efficiently. No two students learn in the same way or at the same pace. AI can help create personalized learning experiences tailored to individual students' needs. Adaptive learning platforms use AI algorithms to gauge students' strengths and weaknesses, adapting the curriculum to provide targeted support. This promotes a deeper understanding of the legal concepts and ensures that no student gets left behind. Related to this is adaptive curricula. AI can be used to create adaptive curricula that adjust to each student's needs. This helps students learn at their own pace and avoid getting lost or behind. Data-driven assessments. AI can be used to create data-driven assessments of students' learning, which can provide more accurate feedback and help students identify areas where they need improvement. Increased access to legal education. AI can be used to create more accessible and affordable legal education. For example, AI-powered tutors can provide personalized instruction to students in remote areas or to those who can't afford traditional law school tuition. So now let's take a look at some suggested best practices. There's going to be a number of different ways to approach this. It's going to be up to the professor and the students to see what's going to work best. And I think we're in a good place right now where we're learning to figure that out. One suggested practice, define clear learning objectives. Define clear learning objectives before integrating AI tools will help establish specific learning objectives that you want to achieve. Determine how AI can help enhance critical thinking, legal research skills, and practical application of legal concepts. You're going to want to select appropriate AI tools. Choose the AI tools that align with your learning objectives. Consider tools for legal research, document analysis, case prediction, and contract review. Provide context and explanation. When introducing AI tools, provide context about the capabilities and the limitations. Explain how AI complements traditional legal research and analysis methods, and highlight scenarios where AI can be particularly useful. Hands-on training. Offer hands-on training sessions where students can interact with AI tools directly. This practical experience will help them understand the tool's functionalities and build confidence in using AI for legal tasks. And, referring back to the last best practice, it's going to show them where the weaknesses are as well. Blend AI with traditional teaching. Integrate AI into existing teaching methods rather than replacing them entirely. This will help students appreciate the value AI brings while still emphasizing the foundational legal skills. Have them do 2 assignments, for example, one with the help of AI, one without. What were the different tasks that were required for each? Assessment and evaluation. Develop assessment criteria that considers both traditional legal skills and AI-driven capabilities. Evaluate how effectively students are integrating AI tools into their research and problem-solving processes. Feedback and reflection. Providing opportunities for students to reflect on their experiences with AI tools encourages them to discuss what worked well, what challenges they faced, and how AI could be improved for legal practice. Promote ethical considerations. Discuss the ethical implications of using AI in the legal profession, such as data privacy, bias, accountability, and encourage students to critically evaluate AI-generated results and consider the potential impact on legal decision-making. Foster critical thinking. Emphasize that AI is a tool, not a substitute for legal experience. Encourage students to think critically about AI-generated outcomes, challenge assumptions, and apply legal reasoning to interpret and validate results. Assign real-world projects. Incorporate AI into assignments that simulate real-world legal scenarios. For example, have students use AI tools to conduct research, analyze cases, predict outcomes, or draft legal documents such as demand letters. Stay updated. Keep abreast of advancements in AI and legal technology. Periodically review and update your curriculum to reflect the latest tools and trends in the legal field. For example, in addition to case text, Westlaw is also adding AI tools within Westlaw. We'll talk about that briefly in just a second. Collaboration and discussion. Facilitate discussions among students about their experiences using AI in legal tasks. Encourage them to share insights, tips, and lessons learned. Have guest speakers and industry experts come to class. Invite legal professionals who are experienced in using AI to share their insights and experiences. Their perspectives can provide valuable insights into the practical applications of AI in the legal practice. And I think this brings everything together, but hold the students accountable. Sure, allow them to use AI to help with assignments so long as they are transparent about it and know that they are going to be graded accordingly. Remind them that they need to know how to analyze fact patterns and answer legal questions to pass the bar exam. Remember that the ultimate goal here is to prepare students to adapt to the changing legal landscape by leveraging AI tools effectively while upholding the core principles of legal practice. As legal research professors, you are in the best position to guide them. And I mentioned it earlier, we're going to have a little talk about brand new AI related features that are coming to Westlaw, coming soon. And it's called Ask Westlaw. It's going to be more of a conversation research experience rather than typing in and having to, do the Boolean search or filter through your results page. You're now going to engage with Westlaw as you would in AI. Ask Westlaw combines the power of large language models with our proprietary editorial enhancements and our authoritative content on Westlaw to bring you much faster answers to your legal research questions. All right, now keep in mind that I'm going to be sharing wireframes of our vision for this functionality. This is still in development, so everything you see, including the name Ask Westlaw, is subject to change. So in addition to being able to search Westlaw with Boolean searches and plain language searches, you'll be able to engage with Westlaw in a conversational manner, much like you would a colleague. So let's take a look at an example. Say we wanted to know if social media publicity could prove that a trademark is famous for a dilution claim. With Ask Westlaw, we're using large language models and our proprietary content to bring back a synthesized answer from a wide variety of content that answers your question very clearly and provides authority so that you can verify the result and dig further to understand the nuance of that law. You can see the answer on the left and the authority on the right. You'll be able to ask follow-up questions like you would in a conversation. Here we asked, what are some of the social media interactions that courts have used to consider fame under section 1125? And what were the court's conclusions as to fame in those cases? Ask Westlaw brings back both an answer and the authority so you can dig further and understand the nuance of the law or verify the answer. We'll also provide lists for more authority. In addition to the authority for checking, if you want to dig further and understand a lot more of the nuance, understand the arguments, for instance, or on each side of the legal issue, you can click for more authority and we'll provide that as well. As you read through these materials, you're going to be doing additional research. You might come across a document that is relatively lengthy. Here we're clicking on the section of McCarthy on trademarks. You can also ask the large language model or Ask Westlaw about specific documents or specific content sets. We'll click on the arrow to slide the article to the right. So in addition to asking general legal research questions, you'll also be able to ask a question like we did here about a specific document. But you could direct a question to a content set like all of McCarthy on trademarks. Here we asked, what does this doc say regarding what is sufficient direct evidence of recognition of a mark? Provide summaries of relevant cases referenced that found direct evidence to show a mark is famous. And then Ask Westlaw comes back with the answer based on the specific document and the references that it found in the document with summaries that are relevant to the question. Similarly, we're going to have an AI-powered practical law called Ask Practical Law. While the power and potential of large language models and generative AI is truly massive, as we've seen, and as you probably already know and are concerned about, the risks and pitfalls for lawyers in the legal practice are maybe just as significant. Imagine that same transformative power of generative AI with the easy-to-use conversational experience and near instantaneous answers, but where the risks of inaccuracies or hallucinations and other similar errors are significantly diminished. That's where Ask Practical Law comes in and really changes the game by delivering those answers that are grounded in trusted practical law content and easily verifiable with just a click. Hundreds of thousands of lawyers already turn to practical law for fast answers to complex questions, to get up to speed on unfamiliar matters or market trends, or to find model language to start drafting. With Ask Practical Law, we're going to deliver those same results even faster. So the big thing about Ask Practical Law is that you're getting the expertise, content, and tools in Practical Law and Ask Practical Law. They're going to be based on trusted, vetted, and current practical law resources. So all the power and efficiency of generative AI, but with the confidence and trust in the answers that you know and have come to expect from Practical Law and Westlaw. So let's take a look at how Ask Practical Law works in actual practice. Say a lawyer needs to draft a particular provision for an agreement. The experience starts with her simply asking how to draft that provision. Ask Practical Law generates a succinct answer based on the trusted, up-to-date practical law resources. And on the other side of the screen, those links are shown. This is not just the model showing its work, so you know where the answer comes from. Those links also give the lawyer quick access to those content should she want to dig into the subject a little more. On the right side of the screen, Ask Practical Law also provides additional options for the lawyer to move forward in her workflow. For example, to display data-driven market trends drawn from the tens of thousands of deal documents in Practical Law's What's Market databases, or to start actually drafting the provision itself by popping open the relevant Practical Law template in Word. Those other tasks are things that of course can be done in the traditional Practical Law platform. The lawyer herself could navigate into the relevant market databases and then run a search and then create a comparison chart to identify the market trend she seeks. Or she herself could locate one of Practical Law's forms or templates within the corporate and M&A or real estate practice areas, and then open it up in Microsoft Word to begin editing towards the first draft. But the advantage here is having those additional tasks served up for the lawyer so she has quick access to them. And that's all the time I have for today. I did leave time in the live presentation for questions. Unfortunately, couldn't meet with you all. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is mark.fong@tr.com. Thanks for your time, and I hope to see everybody soon.